Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. If you're on Facebook, make sure you like and comment so we can know that you're watching. If you're on YouTube, make sure that you follow, subscribe, and let us know that you're out there and you're interested in what we're doing. So today, I have Corner with me. Say hi.
Hi.
So we're going to be baking banana muffins, and this is easy things that you can find around the home or whatever. So we're going to bake these muffins today, and I want you to follow us on our journey. So stick around and we'll get to it soon.
The most important part of step one is washing your hands when you're making anything, baking anything, especially during COVID, but I mean always.
So we're going to sing the happy birthday song to ensure that our hands are really clean while we're washing it. So happy birthday to you.
We're gonna get Connor to wash hers, and we also have other people here. We have Matt.
Hello.
And we have Stacy, and they're gonna be partaking in this as well. So they're definitely gonna wash their hands in your hands.
So today, because we have wet and dry ingredients, we're gonna use 2 measuring bowls. We're gonna use our bigger one for our dry ingredients like our flour and our sugar, and our smaller one for our liquid ingredients because there will be less of them.
Wow, fancy baking tips from Connor.
Alright, so step 1 is going to be to measure out 2 cups of flour.
No, that was not smart. But you know, we live and we learn, and that's fine.
Best way to get a level amount of flour is to use the back of a flat edge, and you tap. This might be a little more. You smooth it out. We're gonna just make a mess today.
That's fine.
There you
What's
go.
the fun in cooking if you don't make a mess?
1 cup.
1 cup. 1 more.
I'm not gonna try to use it again. I like when you're doing this, like you can have conversations and talk about how your day is going, debrief with someone, talk with, if you don't even have no one to talk to, just play some music in the background to like soothe yourself and like
Enjoy the moment.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, unfortunately we can't play music when we're doing this, but we totally would. Copyright and stuff. Okay.
It's good to have a clean workspace, and we'll make sure we clean it up.
Yeah, so
Alright.
after the flour, what do we do
So we have
next?
2 cups of flour in our big bowl.
Okay.
Next, we're going to take 1 1/3 a cup of sugar.
It's all about making sure you get the right measurement, guys. Like, don't try to like cheat. Do that.
Don't eyeball it.
No.
Yeah, don't eyeball it. That's definitely not what I do. Don't learn from me if you want to bake.
Baking is about accuracy. So
Exactly.
that's good.
Yeah, that's good. Pretty good.
Okay.
1 1/3.
Yeah, you can do third in this case because it's a third cup.
Okay.
You just do tip a little line.
Yes. Right. About right now.
There. Yeah. There we go.
There we go.
So we have Matt with me now.
Hello.
He's gonna help me bake the muffins. But before we go any further, just remember that you have to put your oven to preheat it to either 350 to 375. All right. So
Just gonna show that we are preheating it. It's good to do it ahead of time because then when you're ready to put the food in,
Throw it in.
you can just throw it in. Yeah.
good stuff. So now we're going to finish add our ingredients. We already have our sugar and our flour. So now Matt is going to put in a teaspoon of baking soda.
All right.
So
So, find a teaspoon. There's a teaspoon. Baking soda.
Yeah, right there.
Right there.
And good, way to go, good job. And then after that, we have our 1 teaspoon of baking powder. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. All these little spoons, right? 1 teaspoon of baking powder.
Should be good.
Yeah, you should be good with that. Yeah, and then probably use the back. Don't want to use too much, so you just take that off right there. Really good. Yeah, and then half a teaspoon of salt, and then that's it for our dry ingredients.
Try not to spill it
And
over
try
there.
not to confuse sugar and salt, because like I've done that before and it was not a good experience. I had some really salty cookies and that's not that's not ever what you want to do. So please make sure that you know the difference between your sugar and your salt. So you ready? We're gonna put this aside, and then we're gonna get our wet ingredients. And first we're gonna use it says a half cup of butter. Now, the amazing thing about like when you're cooking and baking and stuff, you could always like swap and like change like things if you don't have it. And so we don't have any butter, so we're going to use applesauce. It's going to be really good. It's actually going to come up because we did it before, if you guys remembered. So just use applesauce. So
You said how much, sorry?
you're going to do a half cup of applesauce.
Half a cup.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. And then after our half cup of applesauce, we're gonna do 2 eggs. 2 eggs.
So remember, you want to use separate bowls again. We have
Yeah.
all of our dry over there and all of our wet stuff over here.
And then we'll combine them into one, and then we'll see the magic happen.
2 eggs.
Yeah, 2 eggs.
You get one, I get one.
All right, sounds good.
All right, let's get cracking.
And make sure you don't get any shells in there. It's very important. You don't need to be eating eggshells or whatever. So we do that. We get our 2 eggs, and then after our 2 eggs, we have a third cup of milk.
That's one for.
One, yeah. Sugar.
Right here.
Ah.
All right.
Okay. Nice.
Just try not to spill this everywhere. And back.
Perfect. So now we're gonna put our bananas in. Now we had our bananas freezing in the freezer, and so they're still hard. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run them into the microwave for about 20 to 30 seconds, so they can be really mushed. So when we put them inside the mixture, they'll be soft and ready to go. So that's what we're gonna do now. So follow us. So put it in for 30 seconds and see how that goes, and if it needs to go a little bit longer, we'll put it in for an extra 10, but come back and you'll be ready. No. So they're still not ready, so we're gonna do it again for another like 15 seconds to see if they're gonna be done. So we took our bananas out of the microwave, and so now we're going to peel them and put them into our mixture. So I'll take one, Matt takes one.
I was very unsettling with really mushy bananas, but trust me, they come out very well.
Okay, that's one.
So you should use about 3 to 4 bad bananas to make this one in this batch. Just make sure you take out all the peeling.
Final one, I'm gonna choose that bad boy. Got it. It's really like soft, so it's like difficult. But yeah, see? Now you got it. Good stuff.
Squeeze it up.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's probably easier. There we go.
Oh.
Get some of that.
Yeah, the pea water.
And remember, this is trial and error. Like,
Yeah.
you're not always going to be perfect on your first go
Of
or
course not.
second. Like,
And everything isn't a failure, right? Everything's
Yeah.
a learning lesson. So you live, you learn, and you get it. Good stuff. So I'll let Matt mix up the mixture. We're gonna use a fork. So if you don't have a whisk, you can just use a fork and like mix that together, and he can do that. So now that we have our dry mixture and our wet mixture, we're gonna combine the two now. So I'm gonna pour these in. Pour this in here with the dry. And then
Now we're just gonna
mix it all together. And just remember, if you do not have a whisk at home, you can use a fork, you can use a spoon, and just try to get everything together so they mesh well. So the flour, the sugar that was dry, and the baking soda and the baking powder, like once everything mixes with the wet mixture, once everything comes together, then you'll be good. So it doesn't matter if you don't have a whisk, you just use a fork or spoon and you'll be fine. So he's just gonna do that and whisk that well. Let's go.
and remember, the bananas are not going to be like completely. What's the word I'm looking for?
It's not gonna be completely like, it's not gonna be small. So you're gonna have like big chunks.
You're gonna have
like dark colors and light colors. So it's okay. So don't freak out about it. This doesn't look right because it's not gonna look perfect. It's just it's rotten bananas. So you'll be fine. You'll be good.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I'm here to. I got you. So Matt is mixing this pretty well. So
Yeah,
everything is like well
Here's
now.
a snapshot
He's
of it.
doing pretty good.
Yeah, look at that.
Pretty good.
And while he's doing that, we're going to get the pans ready.
Yes, so whilst he's whisking, we're gonna spray the pan. Now, if you don't have like Palm or any cooking spray at home, you can use butter and like you just like butter the pan so it doesn't stick. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna spray them. And then also, if you don't have the baking sheets at home, the cupcake sheets, you don't have to use them, but we're gonna put them in anyway, and that's what we're gonna do right now. So we can get ready for when Matt is ready to put the muffins together. So I'm just gonna separate it and put it in the tray. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so now that our mixture is done and our trays are prepared, we're going to like pour them in now. And now if you have a spoon is more easier to pour it into the like tray. So you could use a spoon. If you don't have a spoon, that's fine, but a spoon is much easier. So we're just going to do that right now. And we're making 12, so yeah, should be good.
For the recipe that we did, it calls for 12. If
Yeah.
you want to make more, add the ingredients.
You got
Okay.
this. You can do
You
this.
can do this.
So we're ready to put in our mixture in our trays and in the cupcake pan. So now we're going to put them in the oven, let them bake for 35 to 40 minutes, and then we'll see how they come out. So come back and see how they came out and get to it. So guys, we're done. Cupcakes are finished. Not cupcakes, sorry, muffins. And we like Matt said that he didn't bake before and he did it, and like so that means that anybody can do it.
Yep.
Get the ingredients, do what you can do, and let us know how it turned out. Don't forget, if you're on Facebook, like this, comment, let us know that you're watching and you're in tune with us. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and you comment as well. And let us know how things are going. We'll be back at you with another video very soon. Out!
Out! Yum, those look wonderful. All right, bye guys.
Yeah.